Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Today we're tackling a topic that's near and dear to my motherboard. The top 10 mistakes people make when buying a PC. Building a PC can feel like navigating a minefield of specs, jargon, and frankly, just too many options. But trust me, it doesn't have to be that way. We're here to arm you with the knowledge you need to dodge those common pitfalls and make a purchase you won't regret. So buckle up, grab your screwdrivers, figuratively of course for now, and let's dive into the top 10 things you absolutely need to avoid when buying your next PC. Alright, let's kick things off with a mistake I see all too often, not considering future upgrades. Think of your PC like a car. You wouldn't buy a car without considering things like gas mileage, maintenance costs, or even just if you'll be able to fit your friends in it, right? The same goes for your PC, you gotta think long term. When you're picking out components, always check things like the motherboard socket type, the number of RAM slots, and even the size of your case. Make sure there's room to grow, to add more RAM down the line, maybe a beefier cooler, or even that shiny new GPU when the time comes. And speaking of GPUs, don't blow your entire budget on the absolute top-of-the-line model right out of the gate. Tech moves fast, and a slightly more modest card today could give you more breathing room for a killer upgrade down the road. By considering future upgrades from the get-go, you're not just building a PC, you're building a platform that can evolve with your needs and keep you gaming, creating, and doing whatever you do on your PC for years to come. Okay, next up is a big one, and it's something that can trip up even seasoned builders' compatibility issues. You've carefully selected each component, pored over specs, and you're ready to hit that buy button. But hold on a second. Just because components look good on paper doesn't mean they'll play nice together in real life. It's like trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. It's just not going to work. So, how do you avoid this compatibility nightmare? Well, first off, make sure your motherboard supports the CPU you've chosen. Check the socket type, the chipset, and the BIOS version. Next up, RAM. Make sure your motherboard supports the speed and type of RAM you're getting, and don't forget about your power supply. It's the heart of your system, and it needs to be able to handle the power demands of all your components. Do your homework, double-check those specs, and maybe even run your build through a compatibility checker online. Alright, let's talk about the unsung hero of your PC build, the power supply. It's the component that often gets overlooked, but trust me, it's not something you want to skimp on. A good, reliable power supply is crucial for the stability and longevity of your entire system. It's responsible for delivering clean, consistent power to all your components, and if it fails, it can take everything else down with it. Look for a power supply from a reputable brand with a good warranty, and make sure it has enough wattage to comfortably power your components, even under heavy load. A good rule of thumb is to get a power supply that has at least 100 watts more than your estimated system power consumption. Remember, a quality power supply is an investment in the long-term health of your PC. Okay, let's be real for a second. We all love a good-looking PC. Those RGB lights, the sleek cases, it's all part of the fun. But here's the thing, looks aren't everything. When you're building a PC, your priority should always be on getting the best possible performance for your budget. That means investing in a powerful CPU, a capable graphics card, and fast storage. Once you've got the performance side of things sorted, then you can start thinking about aesthetics. So remember, prioritize performance first and then let your inner RGB enthusiast run wild. Alright, let's talk about something we all love, saving money. But here's the thing, when it comes to PC components, cheaper isn't always better. In fact, going for the absolute cheapest option can often end up costing you more in the long run. Think about it this way, would you rather buy a cheap pair of shoes that fall apart after a few months, or invest in a quality pair that will last you for years? The same principle applies to PC components. Now, I'm not saying you need to break the bank on every single component, but it's important to find a good balance between price and value. Do your research, read reviews, and compare prices from different retailers. Remember, a PC is an investment, and like any investment, you want to make sure you're getting the most bang for your buck. Alright, this next mistake is a big one, and it's something I see all too often, not doing enough research. Look, I get it. Researching PC components can feel like falling down a rabbit hole of specs, benchmarks, and technical jargon. But trust me, it's time well spent. Think of it like this. You wouldn't buy a car without doing some research first, right? You check out different models, compare prices, read reviews, and maybe even take a few test drives. The same goes for your PC components. Each component plays a crucial role in your system's overall performance, so it's important to understand what you're buying and how it will impact your experience. The more you know about the components you're buying, the better equipped you'll be to make informed decisions and get the most out of your budget. Alright, let's talk about something that's often overlooked: cooling. Those little silicon chips can generate a surprising amount of heat, especially under heavy load. And if you're not careful, that heat can lead to all sorts of problems, from reduced performance and system instability to even component damage. So how do you keep your PC running cool and happy? Well, it all starts with good airflow. Make sure your case has plenty of ventilation and that your fans are positioned correctly to create positive air pressure. You'll also want to invest in a good CPU cooler, especially if you're planning on overclocking. Remember, a cool PC is a happy PC. Alright, let's talk about the window to your digital world, your monitor. It's the component you'll be staring at for hours on end, so it's important to choose one that's not only visually appealing but also comfortable to use. A good monitor can make a world of difference in your overall computing experience. First off, consider the size and resolution. A larger screen with a higher resolution will give you more screen real estate and sharper images. Next, think about the panel type. IPS panels are known for their accurate colors and wide viewing angles, while TN panels offer faster response times, which is great for gaming. And don't forget about refresh rate. A higher refresh rate means smoother motion, which is especially important for gaming and watching videos. Remember, your monitor is your primary interface with your PC, so don't skimp on it. Alright, let's talk about the unsung hero of your PC build, the motherboard. It's the component that connects everything together, and it plays a crucial role in your system's overall performance and stability. The motherboard is the backbone of your PC, and it's important to choose one that's not only compatible with your other components, but also offers the features and expansion options you need. First off, consider the form factor. ATX is the most common form factor, but there are also smaller form factors like Micro ATX and Mini ITX if you're building a smaller PC. Next, look at the chipset. The chipset determines what features the motherboard supports, such as the number of USB ports, SATA ports, and PCIe slots. And don't forget about the VRM, voltage regulator module. The VRM is responsible for delivering clean, stable power to your CPU, so it's important to choose a motherboard with a robust VRM, especially if you're planning on overclocking. Remember, the motherboard is the foundation of your PC build, so don't skimp on it. Alright, we're on the last mistake, but it's a big one, not considering warranty and support. Look, I get it, nobody wants to think about their shiny new PC breaking down. But the reality is, things happen. Components can fail, accidents can occur, and when they do, you want to make sure you're covered. That's where warranty and support come in. A good warranty can give you peace of mind knowing that if something does go wrong, you won't be left footing the bill for a costly repair or replacement. When you're shopping for components, take some time to compare the warranty offerings from different manufacturers. Look for things like the length of the warranty, what it covers, and how easy it is to make a claim. Remember, a good warranty and support can save you a lot of headaches down the road. Well, there you have it, folks. The top 10 mistakes to avoid when buying a PC. Building a PC can be a daunting task, but by avoiding these common pitfalls, you can save yourself a lot of time, money, and frustration. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more tech tips and tricks. And as always, let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions or suggestions for future videos. Until next time.